All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a beautiful Friday. I'm excited. Today is a day that we have to submit all our grades and all that great stuff. Hopefully, everybody's doing a great job. Remember, today you have two options that you can take care of. The first one is if you're falling behind, make sure you do all your work, make sure you catch up, make sure you have everything submitted in so that when I turn in grades, you're passing and everything's doing beautiful in your aspect of gaining credit. If not, you don't have anything else to do, you want to go into optional enrichment, that's what I'm going to go over right now. I'm going to show you how to make extremely hard problems, but you will make your own and solve them to be pretty cool. If you have any questions, please stop by my tutoring office or whatever else. Email me, message me, whatever you got to do. I do have one thing to say though. I did have a gentleman, I didn't catch his name, but he was in my tutoring hours and I missed him by a hair because I was a little busy. I didn't log in correctly. So, that person, if you need help, please message me and I'll get to you as soon as possible, right? Let's get done with today. All right, this is optional, literal, equation, enrichment. You might be asking yourself right now, what is enrichment? Enrichment is just going above and beyond, challenging your brain, making yourself feel smarter. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's make something hard. Let's go ahead and say a minus, oh, that's not a minus sign. A minus x over 2 equals, um, let's say a capital T. And I want to solve for, let's say, x. I want x by itself. How do I do that? We're going to do a border, and we have to get rid of pieces one at a time. Now, I know I said in the previous video you always want to go after your addition or subtraction, but in this case, all of this is a fraction, so it kind of eliminates us from doing that first. So let's attack this 2. The way we're going to attack this 2, remember it's inverse operations. Inverse operations. If we're adding, we go to subtracting and vice versa. If we're multiplying, we go to dividing and vice versa. Okay, gotta get rid of that 2. It's in division mode right now. How do I get rid of that 2? Go from dividing to multiplying. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm multiplying by imaginary 2. That crosses out. If you have any questions, come to my tutoring. But because I multiply by a 2, that means I have to multiply by a 2 over here. 2 times t, just 2t. Then I bring down this a minus x down here. Remember, this is optional. This is going above and beyond. Next, I still need the x by itself. Boom. How do I get rid of this a? We got to move it over right here. It's a positive. Moving it over turns into a minus or negative. Cross it out. We're not done yet. I have a negative x. I do not want a negative x. I just want a regular x by itself. 2t minus a. Sir, but what do we do if it's negative? You want to divide by this negative 1. Dividing by this negative 1 by both sides. It's going to be pretty tricky. This crosses out. Now I got x equals everything divided by negative 1 just turns into a negative, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a negative 2t. Negative divided by negative is a plus a. And there's my answer. Pretty difficult. Remember, if you don't think you can do something that hard, that is okay. You're just wanting to manipulate your own answer. Let's make it a little easier. Of course, if you didn't want to do this, that's okay. I just want you to try it. If you want to try it on your own, send me pictures. You're good to go. There's the discussion's about you trying it. Let's do another one. All right, so we got 2/3 x plus 3y equals, let's say, 4v. Okay, again, let's solve for x. Eat this x by itself. It's going to be a little crazy. Check it out. First, let's get rid of this 3y. It doesn't belong with the x, so I'm going to do that last. So I'm going to move this 3y over. Sorry, I forgot my border. Moving that 3y over, this is positive, turns into a negative or minus. I'm going to bring this down. Now, this is going to be pretty crazy what I'm about to show you. This is 2/3 x. But because this x does not have a numerator, technically it's 2x over 3. Come by tutoring so I can go more in depth with that. So all I did was to put it upstairs with the 2. It's practically the same thing because all it's saying is 2 times x divided by 3 will still give me the same answer. And again, come by tutoring and I'll prove it to you. Let's do it. So this is division. What's the opposite of division? Multiplication. By who? The 3. Multiplying by 3, that cancels it out. But because I multiply by 3, I'd have to do it to the whole thing over here. Holy shoots, we have a big freaking problem. No worries. Let's do it. Got 3 times 4, that's 12v. Got 3 times negative 3, that's negative 9y. And I'll bring down this 2x. And of course, my last step, got to get rid of that 2. Gonna be dividing by 2. Dividing everything by 2. Cross that out. Now I got x equals 12v minus 9y over 2. I'm going to leave this answer like this. It's not complete, but it's close enough. I don't want to make it overly complicated for my all-stars that are watching this video. Okay, that was still super hard. Let's try something a little bit easier. Let's try some regular formulas. So let's say area equals half base times the height. And I want to solve for b. So I want the b by itself. First, do your border. Next, I just told you that this fraction is basically saying that these two variables can come upstairs. Let's rewrite it. Area equals 1 times b times h over 2. That's all I did. I moved these two variables upstairs. So now, let's get rid of some stuff. That 2, I don't need it there. Let's do the opposite of the fraction, which is multiplication. Got to multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. These 2's cancel out. 2 times a, it's just 2a, equals whatever we have left over, 1 times b times h. I want the b by itself. This is all multiplication. Boom, let's divide. Who should I divide by? Let's get rid of that 1. And who else? The h. I want the b by itself. Sir, can you do that? Yes, of course. We're just doing it faster. I don't want to do 1 by 1. It's too long. But because I divide by 1 and h over here, I need to do it over here also. These cross out. B is finally by itself. B equals 2a over 1h. And in actuality, because 1 is right there, I don't need it. Usually you should already know what's in front of that h. Oh, 1. Crazy, crazy. Let's do one more. That's a formula. One more, and then you could try it on your own. Of course, this is optional. I want you just to focus on any missing work. If you want to be an all-star, show me what you got. Use your brain, create your own, put it in discussion. You should be good to go. All right, this is perimeter. Let's solve for W in this case. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. I want W by itself. You're going to freak out. Who do I do first? I'm going to leave that 2 for the end because it's next to W. Let's get rid of this 2L. Throw in this 2L over. Right here it's positive. Turns to negative. Good stuff. Hey, this is a P. What should I put right here in the middle? Should be a plus or a minus. What's positive? I'm going to do a plus. Ask yourself real quick, can I add the L and the P? No, ma'am. No, sir. These are two different variables, letters. Do not add them. All right. This crosses out. Let's bring everybody down. Let's make it look nice and neat. 2L plus P equals 2W. One last step. I need to get rid of that 2. Right here it's showing me multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplication? Division. Dividing by 2. Got to divide the whole other piece by 2 as well. These 2's end up canceling because they equal to 1. Now I got W equals negative 2L plus P over 2. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I could fix something right here, but we're going to leave that in for Algebra 2 when you guys are 10th and 11th graders. Good stuff. Please, 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 today is Friday. Like I said, grades are due. Focus on finishing all the other work. This is optional. This is to go above and beyond and show yourself that you are capable of proving to yourself that you're intelligent. So keep going on. Have a great, beautiful 3-day weekend. See you back on Tuesday. Tuesday should be a little different. I included something nice in our work, okay? If you have any questions, please contact me, call me. Whatever you got to do, remind me, whatever you need to do to make sure you're doing all right. Have a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen.